Welcome to UFC Connected. After mixed results in his early UFC career, Polish light heavyweight Jan Blachowicz has hit a run of form that has him sitting in the top 5 of the division and knocking on the door of title contention. Blachowicz credits his resurgence to his former coach Robert Joch, who he recently reunited with after moving back to his previous home in Warsaw. We headed to the Polish capital to find out more in Fighter Focus.
You got it? I hope so. If I was not a fighter, I would be for sure in military. When I was young, and I don't know what to do, everyone goes to military in my friends. So they say they have place for me, but I start train jiu-jitsu, I do my first medal, and then I change my mind and say, I don't want to go to military, I'm gonna be a fighter, you know. And I think that was a good decision.
That was the second time that I tried, and we are getting better and better. Hopefully.
I think today I'm gonna be better. Why I come here? To have some fun, you know, to shoot some bullets. For me, it's like a focus training. It's the same when you fight, you've got your target, yeah? Good liver kick, good head kick, good jab. It's the same, you have to be focused on the target. It helps me in my true training in MMA. I feel the power. Do you smell it? This is perfume for me. Coach says that the Rota was better. I give it to you. I miss it? I don't think so. I love this city. It's my second home. Before I signed contract with the UFC, I fight for KSW. I was champion of this organization. When I signed contract with UFC, I think I have to train harder, better, I don't know, because I think that I do something wrong. So I moved to Poznań, think that's gonna be better for me, you know, but it wasn't. I lost 2 fights, but in a really bad way when I live in Poznań, you know. I don't feel good in the fights. I stopped to enjoy the MMA, the sports. After my second losing, I think that now I do 2 years break.
It was a bad period for us. I was expecting that he's gonna be fired after UFC Buffalo. I was just waiting for this email.
When I trained here in Warsaw with Robert, I won almost everything, all my fights, you know. So I think, what to do? I have to back to my old coach.
He decided to come back to his old coach, and that was the best decision ever.
I love the sport, you know. This is something that I do all my life. And I could say, no, it's not at the end, you know. I have to do something. Robert helped me.
You know, they have a weird connection. It's a good connection in a good way.
He's not only coach for me, we are also good friends. We talk together, we know what is good for me, what is bad for me. And when he watch my opponent fight, he know in 90% what he gonna do in the fight. So he's smart coach. The first fight when I come back to Robert, it was UFC in Gdańsk in Poland against David Clark. I think if I would lost that fight, that was the end of Jan Blachowicz in the UFC. So pressure was really big.
Jan Blachowicz, he has gone back to his original team that helped him get to the UFC. He thinks this is going to be just the tonic he needs to help us see the best of him.
Wątroba weszła! Janek! Wątroba weszła! Z bliska ręką próbuj!
Robert helped me turn pressure to power to the fight, you know.
Jan's locked up a rear naked choke. Oh, and he gets the tap!
In front of his Polish faithful.
The Polish power took this thing away from his opponent, and the rear naked choke gets the finish.
Jan Blachowicz did a fantastic job tonight in this fight against Jared Cannonier.
Oh, look at this! Oh! Jimmy Miller goes down!
Oh, big counter there from Blachowicz.
Oh! What a head kick! How did Jan Blachowicz take that kick? Racking up the points is Jan Blachowicz. Drives through, look at that takedown!
And that is the end of the contest. The Polish corner raw with excitement. What a brilliant fight that was.
For the winner by unanimous decision, Jan Blachowicz.
That was one of the best decisions in my life to back to my old coach.
After his one of the loss, I saw Ronda Rousey says it, dream big, fail big, them all, dream again, dream even bigger. And I decided to print it, to hang on the wall. That makes him more powerful, more believe in himself, because I know how much he's worth. And now he's starting to show him that again.
Mieliśmy mieli piluszce, żeby podskakiwała.
He want to prove you that he is stronger than you.
He always winning.
And he's got better cardio. It's really important that she helps me, support me in what I do. She knows how hard I train sometimes, how tired I come back home, and she take care of everything, about the dogs, about me. Just enjoy the life. Enjoy the life, enjoy the training, enjoy the fighting. Everything is good when I come back to Warsaw. Everything in your life has to be, you know, good. In the gym and outside the gym, then everything works in fights. Now I've got everything good, outside the gym, in our house. I think this is the moment. One more fight, and after that, I think that's gonna be a title shot. I don't know who's gonna have the belt, but then you're gonna see the best version of Jan Blachowicz. And finally, the belt's gonna be mine.
At UFC Fight Night Liverpool, British featherweight Arnold Allen looked to continue his unbeaten streak in the UFC against Denmark's Mads Burnell. His tri-star training partner Joe Duffy was in attendance, and we joined him front row as he took in all the action.
Up next at featherweight, two Europeans on the rise will square off. Arnold Allen ends a long layoff in his home country with a new set of tools. He takes on Denmark's Mads Burnell, who looks for his second UFC win in 2018.
Guys, we're front row here. It's Mads Burnell against Arnold Allen. UFC Liverpool. It's going to be a cracker.
Arnold Allen from Ipswich, England. Mads Burnell from Copenhagen, Denmark.
Beautiful on. Keeping them faint. Nice. Uppercuts there.
Looping right, left.
There it is. He's landing that uppercut already.
Nice, look at this. Mads Burnell, bit of James Toney coming in, rolling under the punches.
It's nothing. Stay relaxed.
Oh, and again,
Right
beautiful.
Burnell connects.
Nice on.
Nice. Very, very fast straight left from Arnold Allen.
Late takedown in the first round for Burnell. And that is where they will end the first 5 minutes after a trip from Allen.
It's a tough first round. Mads Burnell is looking sharp. You know, he's tough as he can. He just keeps coming. He's bringing it on. He's going to stay relaxed. Hopefully his second round now he's really going to get into his zone and start landing that left. The knees there, the uppercuts there. You know, he's dropping his head every time he goes to throw the jab. So hopefully Arnie's spotting that. Hopefully the corner's spotting that. And next round he'll bring it all together.
Back for the second of 3 rounds between these two featherweights.
Back on your game, man. Keep the pressure. Keep that forward pressure on.
Look at that.
Another good shoot from Mads Burnell. Beautiful on. He goes circle out, take center.
Arnold Allen lands a 1-2 and keeps swinging as they return to the center.
just as Arnie's starting to look a little bit frustrated.
Unofficially, 4 of 5 takedowns landed for the fighter from Copenhagen, Denmark.
He's got to go for it now. He's 2 rounds down, so it's time to really step into it and leave it all in there. That's the main thing for me, anyway. As a fighter, I don't care if I get knocked out or tapped out, but the main thing for me is when I come out of there, I know I've given 100%. So hopefully the corner is saying something similar to him, and he really pushes for in this 3rd round now. Leave it all in there.
He's timing them.
3rd and final round between Arnold Allen and Mads Burnell.
Don't force it on, nice and sharp. Back on your game.
Mads Burnell, again with a perfectly timed takedown.
Arnie looks a little bit frustrated, overreached with that left hand, and another great takedown. In fairness, it's frustrating, but I know in Arnie's mind it'll be very similar to mine, that he'll be feeling. Oh, he's got that neck, he's got that.
That looks tight. Mads Burnell's trying to bail out, but Arnold Allen.
Mads Burnell taps.
Come back.
Yes!
Mads Burnell, level change, tries to get the takedown, and Arnold Allen wraps the neck. Beautiful work. It just goes to show in this sport you cannot count anybody out, no matter how tired they look and how behind on the judges' scorecards they are.
That's why we love MMA. Such a frustrating fight for him, He feel like he wasn't quite given his best performance, and then all of a sudden he gets an opportunity and bang, that's it. He takes that opportunity, and that's why we love the sport. It only takes one mistake and you get punished, or one mistake and you can get the payoff for all that work. But fair play to Mads Burnell. What a fight, what a performance. I think you're going to hear a lot more about him too. But obviously I'm just buzzing for my teammate.
Declaring the winner by submission due to a front choke, Arnold Almighty Allen.
I'm joined by UFC welterweight Danny Roberts, aka Hot Chocolate. Great to have you here today. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And yeah, it's nice to be down here in London and be a part of the show.
Let's dive straight into your last fight. How was it to come back to home soil and walk out in front of your home fans?
Yeah, it was pretty special for me. It's definitely going down as a career highlight and something that I'm gonna take to the end of days with me. It was very, very special from start to finish. Oliver in camp is an up-and-comer and somebody who's predicted to do big things within the UFC. So obviously we were looking to go out there, be dynamic, and sort of just dictate, be very dominant. That was the game plan coming into the fight.
Oh! Oh!
And he's out.
What a huge left hand from Danny Roberts!
Knockout win for Roberts here in London. Beautiful stuff. That's what he needed.
I believe in myself and I believe what I bring to the table. I just feel that I haven't had the right moments to show it. Oliver Enkamp was one of them.
After that win, we saw an outpour of emotion from you. How important was that win for you?
The emotion that people see is an accumulated thing. The win is always fantastic and it's what I go out there to get, end of. But as far as the emotion and the way that I come out to celebrate, it's because I make so many sacrifices in the game and the sport that we're in. People don't understand I go away and I stay away from my baby and people that I love at home. So understanding that all the week sacrifices and hard work and dieting and sweating and work, you finally can put an exclamation mark on the end of it like that, you got to do that.
So when you look at the welterweight division, you look at all the incredible talent that's there, where do you place yourself?
I place myself as the underdog and a sneaky one under the radar because the newcomers to this sport, they still haven't met my tenacity or my level of output. It's only going to be the time when we get 5 rounds and there's someone who's going to be durable enough to stand on the other side that they're really going to be able to see and witness it. What I bring to the table every time is something that's unmeasured. And anyone that knows if you give me more than one round to be able to come out of the starting block, you're going to be able to witness it and see it. And for me, within the welterweight division, there's going to be some big upsets. There's people that I see in the top 10, there's people that I see in the top 20, people say the top 5 that I feel that just won't be able to handle that kind of pressure.
What are you saying? I'm back! I'm back!
So for me, it's only a matter of time. I'm in the UFC. We've already done that one thing that we needed to do was getting signed. Now all I need to do is for the UFC to make them fights happen. And it's going to be, again, special for me and self-accomplishment-wise to be able to stamp my name, make a legacy for myself, my family, my son, and ultimately be able to become the best fighter I can.
Obviously, being in the UFC is a big deal for you. It is a big deal for so many fighters. Let's talk about the beginning of your career. You started off in Cage Warriors. What was the transition like for you?
It was a good transition. Cage Warriors, you know, renowned organisation, and I had some tough competition when I was in there. I came through Cage Warriors, ended up 6-0. Cage Warriors was the platform that was perfect for me to understand the competition level, what I needed to do to be able to produce the best person I could out of me. Because like how we talk about the UFC now and the welterweight division, how deep it was, Cage Warriors was that for me when I was there. It had that era where we had the best of the best. The fight that got me through to the UFC against one of UK's renowned fighters, Jimmy Woolhead. That, for example, just shows the caliber that we was competing at before we then move on to the bigger stage.
Making his UFC debut here tonight, Danny Hot Chocolate Roberts. Triangle setup here. Roberts may have this. That's it. That's it. Hot Chocolate Roberts makes good on the UFC debut.
Roberts and Steele. Here we go.
Danny Roberts, a dangerous striker. He's got great technique. He tagged him.
Yes, he did.
Oh, nice elbow by Danny. What a battle here. Oh, he tagged him with the left. What a war and what an entertaining fight.
Danny Hot Chocolate Roberts.
You came in confidently to the UFC, great fight against Dominic Steele as well. But then after that, a lot of people were questioning your high-risk aggression, shall we say?
Yeah.
How did you feel about that?
That's always been something that's kind of like, it plays against me as much as it plays for me. I'm somebody who, I come over a lot of adversity, and I've said this before, I wasn't the guy that was supposed to make it. I'm the guy that's supposed to be in jail now or sort of caught up in some sort of, controversial situation somewhere. But I've managed to turn things around. But it still doesn't mean that I haven't got demons. It doesn't mean that I haven't, fully overcome everything that I needed to as far as my mental battles and stuff like that. So I still actually go through fights in there on a different level. Now, yeah, it is my power, it's one of my strengths. And it's been known to be one of my weaknesses before in the past. I think one of the times that I got exposed was that fight that I had with Mike Perry. And the reason why I say that is because I got caught up very much with emotion. I'm somebody who runs very highly off emotion, but I can also channel it the right way. Now, with that Mike Perry fight, it was different. I'm not going to take it away from me because looking at the fight, it was aesthetically pleasing. I could sit down, I could watch that fight time and time again and see what we done, which was put on a show for everyone else in the world to watch. But was it smart, the way that I went out there and fought? No, I'm a better fighter than that. I know I'm a better fighter than that. I don't need anyone to criticize me or tell me, oh, you did this wrong or you did that. I'm my own person. I see what I did wrong. They're only mistakes. If you watch the fight yourself, I was beating the brakes off the kid.
Excellent combinations here from Roberts. Roberts so clean with his hands. Big left connects. Oh, that one rocked him. Beautiful work there, Danny Roberts.
That kind of audacity to just keep going, keep pushing forward, it's a hard thing to bring. Now with him, I did that. So like I say, I don't see it as a loss.
Coming up, we've got UFC Hamburg. You're fighting against Alan Jouban. Why is that a good matchup for you?
Jouban is an excellent fighter, and he's someone that stylistically I've kind of had on the radar and, a stepping stone to be where I need to be. Stylistically, he's fast, he's explosive. Jouban's going to be the person who's going to put Danny Roberts on every single dynamic at 110. So like I say, with them sort of elements coming together, Jouban's going to make a very, very nice fight for me.
Do you feel like now is your time to make a run for the top of the division?
I do, 110%. More so because I'm finding myself. It's got nothing to do with anyone else or, you know, the fights that are on the cards or things like that. You know, everyone's seen me varied, you know, performances within the UFC. But at the same time, I'm really starting to feel like I'm home. And these are starting to feel like they're home. And I think a lot of people are starting to see that. And I've just got a different kind of, like, I swear, and I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna prove it. I don't even. I'm someone who's the nice guy who doesn't do too much, you know, crap talking or whatever, and trash talk. I'm not like that. But when it comes to getting in the cage and to proving it, I'll do that. So it's okay. Line them up, stack them up, and I'm just gonna start making some noise with, you know, my hands. And I believe that I'm one of the hardest punchers in that division as well. People just haven't witnessed it yet, so they're gonna start to see it, whether it be that one shot kill, or, you know, a number of shots. We're going to see it more and more.
Danny Roberts, I can't wait to watch it. Thank you very much for talking to me today. It's been awesome speaking to you.
Cheers.
You've been watching UFC Connected. You can have your say online using the hashtag UFC Connected. We'll see you next time.